Search engine positioning, what is it? That's what we're going to talk about today. Essentially what this is you finding a keyword you want to show up for in Google and then creating a page on your website that is targeted around this keyword. That way you can position that page in search engines for that keyword. So that's the summary of what it is. Now, how do we do it? So there's 6 aspects to search engine positioning. I'm going to go through all of them today. I'll give you a summary on each one, and I hope using these tactics will actually help you get specific pages ranked for specific keywords. All right, so number 1 is keyword targeting. So you'll want to figure out which keyword you want to show up for. So for me, let's just say that this video, I want to show up for search engine positioning. So that's my keyword. I'm going to make sure that I use that throughout my content of my page and make sure that that keyword actually has volume. And you can do that by using tools like Moz, SEMrush, Ahrefs, and sometimes Google Search Console can give you some good data too. All right, once you know your keyword, the next one is on-page SEO, which means the content that you create needs to match that keyword. And then you want to add that keyword into your meta title, meta description, your tagging, your schema, etc. Everything on the page of your website. All right, the next is rich results. So if you have a product feed or a Google My Business listing, you want to be able to create content that actually will match up so you can show up in those rich results. And you might see those occasionally where if you do a search on Google, it'll say something like customers also searched for, or a question box or an answer box will pop up. This happens a lot with definitions. It's happening a ton with Gemini, where Gemini is considered a rich result, where that shows up without sending people to the website. And so make sure you add those snippets to your site if there's a possibility that Google wants to show that versus search results. All right, the next one is competitive analysis, which basically is looking at your competitors, seeing what kind of content they have, and doing it better than they do. So instead of just putting something out there without looking to see if you're even being competitive, take a quick look, see what you have to go up against, and make sure you just do it better. All right, the next one is technical SEO, which is your page speed, your hosting environments, all of the back-end coding of the site. If you're a developer, this is easy. If you don't have a developer, you'll probably need to hire someone to make sure that they handle your website. But making sure that your technical SEO is top-notch is actually a huge part of making sure you can actually rank well. Of course, if you need help with that, you can reach out to us at Raptor. We do technical SEO audits all the time. All right, the last one is your page trust, which is your domain authority or page authority. So every domain has a authority for the whole domain, and then every page within that domain has its own page authority. So getting the highest page authority you can by getting external backlinks pointing to it, or just by getting other blogs, social media, things like that talking about that page are going to help its page authority. So hopefully these 6 items will help you when you're trying to get your search engine positioning higher, and best of luck with all of your marketing and your SEO efforts.